Hey guys, my name is Jack, and welcome back to an absolute nightmare of a recording day. I've been trying to record, I literally think this is the 5th time I've tried to record this video. We're at the point, we've been at the point. Win or lose, I basically just have to upload this either way. I haven't been trashing videos because of their losses, I've been trashing them because I get interrupted like every single time. And Streamlabs, for whatever reason, does not have a pause feature. First off, if you guys, I did look at the analytics, and I noticed that a lot of people who watch the videos aren't subscribed. So if you guys like the video, think about subscribing. There's that. I'm trying to remember. I've ran through all of this 100 times. I'm losing my mind. Basically, what's been happening is the first thing that went wrong. I told you guys that this might be recorded on Switch because that is my preferred console for this game, and I finally got a capture card. Unfortunately, that capture card is terrible. It technically, like on an objective level, it works to an extent where you can record videos and upload gameplay from PS4, Switch, all that kind of stuff. Unfortunately, it's bad because you basically have to choose between recording audio for the video or recording it for yourself, which just makes for a terrible video. I was going to stream Warzone the other day, but that is just an awful video. Warzone, either if I don't have audio, then I'm going to be playing terribly because that game is so dependent on listening and hearing and all that kind of stuff. If you guys don't have audio, like, what's even the point of making the video in the first place? Like, basically, in my opinion, you guys definitely, if I had to choose, it would be the video, the listener gets the recording as opposed to, or the audio as opposed to me. But yeah, so that was the first problem that I kind of encountered. The fact that it just straight up doesn't work. I might end up streaming Clubhouse games because that one really doesn't matter if like I can't hear the audio. Honestly, if you have ever heard the this guy's just not fighting back. If you guys have ever heard the music for Dominoes, then you might agree with me that it's better. I just accidentally blasted that guy like 3 times. It's better not to hear the music because the music for Dominoes is absolutely atrocious. Yeah, it's terrible. But so I might end up streaming that. Ultimately, I'm gonna end up sending it back just because it's a bad product. I can't. It's frustrating, you know. Jeff Bezos, you have what, like $200 billion now, and you can't just make sure that the product your site is telling me to buy is the good one, is one that at least works and functions on a fundamental level, you know? You're telling me a billionaire doesn't care that I get the best possible product for my buck as long as they get the money, you know? I mean, I'm obviously saying that in jest. Oh, the level entrance. Did I fail that mission because I right-hooked you? I think I did. Sorry about that. That guy was like, he said stop that when I punched a citizen, but as soon as I broke a chest, he's like, that's it. Stealing? Murder? That murder's fine. I draw the line at theft. Yeah, sure. Fight me. Yeah, I'm just trying to run through everything. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be saying at this point. I'm losing my mind. Yeah, so I'll end up sending it back. That was the first problem. After that, I've just been getting interrupted like every single time, and Streamlabs just does not have a pause feature. And so the first video I recorded, I did one. There was somebody in the comments. Thank you very much for reminding me that the scientist has the ghost giver, which is what you need to unlock the werewolf. So the first video, I unlocked the werewolf. I got the quest. And then after that, I tried to, I unlocked him, and then that run just got compromised because somebody ended up yelling at me or something like that. And I couldn't pause it. So then I basically ended up trying a couple more werewolf videos, and just people kept calling me and all that kind of stuff. And now we're here with me being absolutely distraught, getting ready to rip this desk apart. See, like, I'm at that point. Did I already tell you guys that I have to tear my desk apart? I'm just, like, how long has this video been? I don't think I did. Yeah, basically, win or lose, I have to record this, or upload this video, right after whenever this ends. Whenever this life ends, I basically have to get it done because it's already a little late. I'm not worried about. Basically, at this point, I'm like, as long as I get daily uploads, I'm happy with myself. If it gets uploaded at 1, perfect. If not, dude, whatever. Yeah, but today I'm getting a new desk, and I have all of my electronics plugged in through this desk, a bunch of stuff sitting on top of it. But the new desk is like replacing this one, so I'm going to have to. And this desk is horrible. It's all sorts of beat up. We didn't build it properly, so it's been in dire straits for a long time. So we're not moving it. I just literally have to break it into pieces and have it ready to just get moved out of here. And so I have to record this video, get it uploaded, and hopefully see why I did not press the werewolf thing. Does it happen after a certain amount of time if I don't use it? I don't know. Like, I don't know. That's a feature that I'm not sure because I did not press the button. I want to destroy this. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure that works. But yeah, this might be the second time I've told you that because I recorded this video like 5 minutes ago. So, okay. We're keeping it moving. And I'm going to compose myself and try to be happy again. I'm not happy, but it is just really frustrating when I keep getting like calls and then all this other annoying stuff is happening. And okay, the werewolf is so bad with the gun. Okay, stay alive. This video needs to be at least like 25 minutes for me to feel good about myself uploading it, regardless of performance or quality of the dialogue or, oh, okay, I guess I asked for it. Might as well upload or upgrade the firearms a little bit. Yeah. I don't even know what to talk about now. I was talking a little bit about a couple shows that I watched recently. If you guys haven't seen Rami, can't recommend it enough. That show's really, really good, actually. It's got like the, so if you like, I'm trying to think, like Breaking Bad, BoJack Horseman, Ozark, those are the shows that kind of come to mind for me. This is like that, a little bit less intense though. I basically, like, all that to say, like, you have a character that is relatable in some ways, but for the most part, you really just, like, don't want to root for them because they do a lot of bad stuff. And I think Rami does bad stuff, but it's more self-destructive. Whereas, like, I guess BoJack's pretty similar in that, right? But, like, I don't know. Don't go outside. Don't go outside. No. All right. The video didn't last long enough, so we got to run it back. I said that I had to do it win or lose. I was banking on it lasting a little bit longer than that. So we died soon enough for it to be possible for me to just start up another run. I'm not going to start up another video though because I do not want to talk about all that stuff again. I think if I get a phone call now, I'm just going to ignore it 100%. If anybody calls me, 100% ignore. Yeah, so basically it's about a Egyptian American Muslim. I guess I should say Muslim because they actually roast that in the show because it's not a Z. A lot of Americans say Muslim when that is not how it's pronounced. And it's interesting because his parents are immigrants, so they moved over during their lifetime, and so he was born in America, so he's American, but he also has to, like, to kind of grapple with how his personal culture blends with, like, the or not really his culture, but like his background and ancestry, kind of how that plays into what it's like to be an American. And his, like, religious values kind of are at odds with a lot of, like, basic American values. It's a really interesting show. It's super funny, has a lot of great characters. It's one of those where definitely a lot of, like, I don't know if the humor, this one I wouldn't say the humor is based on, like, cringe. I would say, like, the drama is based on cringe. Where, like, if you've seen like the Vacation movie, the new one, I would say that humor a lot is based on, like, cringing at, like, what the people do. This has a little bit of that, but it's more like I'm just waiting for the werewolf to run out, by the way, so he gets the confusion. It's more like, you're like, Rami, please do not do that. You are destroying yourself. It makes you super uncomfortable. Like, why would you say stuff like that? That's kind of where the drama is built from, which does make it hard to watch occasionally. I would definitely agree with that. I don't normally really like cringe humor. It makes me uncomfortable. Like, I know a lot of people say this, I cannot rewatch the Toys for Tots episode from The Office. It's too tough to watch. Where Michael promises, or he promised a group of like first graders or something like that he would buy them all, or pay for their college tuition, I think, when they all go to college. And then now it comes time where they're all graduating and he has to go and and have that conversation. I'm giving up on the big quest. We don't have time. We do not have time. He has to go and have that conversation where he's like, I can't do it. Instead, he buys them like laptop batteries. That is basically just impossible for me to watch because it's so uncomfortable. I don't really use the lamp. Oof, I didn't mean to sell both those, honestly. Yeah, if you guys have seen that episode, you know it is just absolutely brutal. And I Think You Should Leave as a TV show kind of is also based on some... It's a little bit cringe humor, but... Yeah, I guess it is. It's a lot of social faux pas that the show is kind of poking fun at. I certainly think it's like less... I've never seen a slum dweller work in here. You seem out of your element, kid. Had to send him back to the streets. I was hoping my guy would like lock on there or something like that, but he just would not turn around. Okay, we can hide here for a second. Yeah, you know, I don't like cringe humor because it just reminds me too much of my real life. I have a lot of social faux pas, a lot of uncomfortable things. I think generally I used to be really, really awkward, but I feel like college has kind of changed that a lot. Made me a little bit better at talking to people. I will pay for you. Just because I do not want any more bad blood than I have to get right now. Rescue, how do we want to do this? I'm assuming you have the key. Okay, yeah, there you go. Luckily neither of them had guns, that could have been annoying. Okay. Yeah, so it's sometimes it's just too real, you know? Gotta walk all the way back. I do not like walking back to the level entrances to the werewolf because this guy is slow. Just gonna hoof it back. Yeah. Been watching a lot of Rami. I finished it up. Also, Mahershala Ali, or I think that's how it's pronounced. What a fantastic actor. I think he's basically maybe the best actor working today. Like, the dude he kills it. It must have been interesting. I think he is Muslim himself, and he plays a sheikh in this show, which is like the head of kind of like a preacher type thing, I guess, or a pastor within Sunni Islam, which is one of the divisions. I know more about this than I probably should, just being a random white guy. Should is more than you would expect, just because I took a class on the Middle East last semester. But yeah, he absolutely kills it. Like, it's so good. This show also does something that I think a lot of shows have been like taking this kind of approach, where you have the one main character. In this case, the titular Rami is the main guy for sure. But each season you have like 3, 4, or 5-ish episodes where he's not like the central guy. Where there's some where his mom is like the main character, and it's kind of like told through her story, and Rami appears like just as she would see him, but it's like a story about a day in her life kind of thing. And I think that's like a really creative thing to do. even when you have like one main character with some auxiliary people. It's really interesting, especially like in this one that a lot of it feels like the purpose of the show is to show kind of what it's like trying to stay true to like a Muslim beliefs and values in like modern America, which is, I'm sure, is just it's super hard. So yeah, like the episode of his mom, it's pretty sad because she there are 2 episodes, one in season 1, one in season 2, that centers around the mom character, and she's kind of the theme of it is she kind of feels like she doesn't have a life of her own. Like she feels like she's just like Rami's mom, or I can't remember the dad's name, but like the father's husband essentially. And so it's kind of her kind of carving her own path. And at the beginning of the episode, she sees one of her friends' like Instagram posts, and she sees it has like 90 likes or something like that. And then she looks at her own post and it has 0 likes. And she pulls Rami aside and she's like, "Hey, I think my Instagram's broken because it doesn't have any likes." And he's like, she's like, "I don't think my posts are uploading." And she's like, or Rami says, "No, Mom, if you see it there, it's uploaded. You probably just, your friends are probably sleeping, so they probably haven't seen it yet." But in actuality, she's like, she posted the post like a couple days ago. So it's that kind of stuff that's just like, it's uncomfortable, a little sad. Yeah, I'm just gonna use this for that speed boost, and we're speed running this. Let this guy get up here and then we can bounce too. Okay. 2-1. This isn't too slow, but yeah. And so she decides to kind of find her own thing to do. She becomes an Uber driver, which has all sorts of just extremely uncomfortable things. Because like, since she is like from another country, she doesn't really understand a lot of like the basic social rules and boundaries and that kind of stuff. So there's one moment where this girl gets in her Uber, and she's a black girl, does not look anything like Beyonce, and you'll understand why I said that when I further venture into this anecdote, because she starts talking to the girl and she's like, you're very pretty, and the girl's like, "Oh, thank you." She's like, "You're very pretty, like Beyonce." And she basically you get the feeling that it's like the only like black person that you could think of in the moment, and it's a very, very uncomfortable moment where the girl just like puts her headphones in and she's just like why would you say that? Like, it's super rude. And no. Well, I'm definitely not going to get to operate that. Yeah, there's also an arc or not an arc, but an episode in the next season where she continues like working. Thank goodness we had all this food. She continues working as an Uber driver, and she's in the process, she's getting ready to take her test to become an immigrant, and she like let's just bounce, full speed run, and they're like, "You should be good. All you have to do is take the test, as long as you do not have any like outstanding criminal charges like that, you'll be fine." And then she sees that her Uber account gets suspended because one of her people that she drove around said she did something bad. And she goes around and recounts like what she did, tries to figure out who it was. And she lands on, she's talking to her daughter about it, and her daughter like helps her kind of work through what it might be. And she says that she saw a man dressed as a woman in woman's clothes, and commented on that. And her daughter's like, it's really mean, because that's just that person's identity. They weren't, because I think she says that, she's like, "Oh, are you going to a costume party?" And she says like a bunch of insensitive stuff like that. And so she hunts down the girl and apologizes and all that kind of stuff. And so I just think it's really interesting. Kind of, it does exactly what I think a TV show is meant to do, which is give an individual's like outlook and unique perspective on what it means to be them. And when you have like a cast of unique characters, I think it's a good idea to just give like experiences in the life of an individual within that group. Luckily they doubled back because I was not ready for a fight. I'm probably talking really fast right now just because I'm like I'm pretty, I don't know, jarred. Is that a thing? Jarring? Like, after experiencing a jarring situation, are you jarred? Oh my gosh. Looks like we're going to get a pretty good opportunity to get our thing in. How do I even want to do this? I think I can... I'll blast some dudes. This is pretty bold. I don't know, like, what's a good way of going about that? Talking to each individual one, asking or, like, threatening them, you know, like... I feel like either way, that's a tough situation. If you're gonna miss 7, why do it by 2 inches? Okay. Every key in the world. Bunch of money, loot, all that kind of stuff. That went relatively well in terms of we didn't. I mean, I guess we got healed, so I might have taken more damage than I remembered. But okay. Let's see what's in here. Can I use a syringe? Invincible. Can't tell. Oh. It's... At that point, is it indoors when your entire wall is broken? Alright. Got one more mission up here. Well, I think we got the level up here because we did that bonus quest. Gave us a little bit of a boost. Gentlemen, I don't know what I got to do in here, but is that a neutralize or... Killed everybody. So we can just kind of... It's gonna be hard to kill this gorilla without, I guess... Okay, I know what to do. We can go ahead, free him, and then blast him with the shrink ray. It's gonna be a grisly way to go, buddy. Alright. You stepped under my foot. I did not technically step on you. We'll keep it going. I'm not banking on getting a win here. I'm basically just too flustered to really probably play at peak performance, and we're full on rushing, which is just never a good thing, but yeah. What's the fastest way to dismantle a desk? Seems like a tall order for a single person to do, especially when I haven't been practicing my karate. Right down the middle would not work. It's a thick desk. It's made of wood, but not like solid wood. I think there are like holes in it, so not holes, but like, I don't know. It's hollow, at least partially. So, but a straight karate chop, yeah, no, broken hand, easily. Okay, that went all right. Go ahead, bust this. What's the mission in here? Hit the item. Cool. I do think you heal when you attack as a werewolf. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong there. I don't like hanging out on these floors just because you got the zombies only get more and more hard to handle as time goes on. Aside from that, I've been spending like basically 90% of my time watching vlog creations. Have you guys heard of this guy? Probably the most entertaining YouTube videos I've seen in a long time. He's like less problematic Logan Paul, is how I would describe him. With more of a focus on pranks and parkour. Now that being said, he was like charged with impersonating a police officer recently, or a while ago. Which is risky. Definitely not on the obeying the law side, but let's go to the Celematic, see if we can get some stuff. He does some really funny pranks, though. I'm trying to think of some good ones. A lot of them are based on puns, like, and seem like a little bit like impromptu, where I just watched a video where basically did I destroy the Celematic? No, okay. Basically the gimmick was that I was not trying to attack you. You walked in front of the zombie that I was trying to save everybody from. This is horrible. gonna be hard to get this up. I think I might just ditch the Celematic for this floor. It's a little too risky. Yeah, so he was like at a gas station. He bought a bag of chips, and then he would just walk around, put a chip on somebody's shoulder, and then just say like, "Hey, you got a chip on your shoulder." A lot of them are pun based. One where he just walks up to somebody. His friend says that he is the beatboxing champion of the world or something like that, and then he just beatboxes, except his entire mouth is full of pudding, so he just makes an extreme mess. A lot of great videos. I definitely recommend checking them out. They're super funny. That's basically what I've been spending most of my time doing. Him and his friends are like the embodiment of the Florida man myth. Is the best way to describe them. Are they like, they looked mad at me like instantly. I'm trying to find, okay, so let's hit the Celematic, get a bunch of money. Kind of cool, getting rid of that. Oh, dude, I should have kept that shrinker. That would have been so good to put in the vent on this building I'm about to ransack. I think holding on to fridge is a good idea. I don't really use those that often. I don't even know if you can use them. I feel like the werewolf is just like, he's got like a lone wolf kind of gimmick where you can't really have too many friends and stuff. Increased crit chance upgrade is pretty good. Alrighty. I'm about to make a lot of enemies in here. What does this thing do? Slave helmet remote. Here we go. Okay. Just have it. This is a lot of people to neutralize. Okay, cool. Just gonna chill a little bit. Oh, controller disconnected. Okay. Some of them are pretty intense. One that was like, that made me a lot of them make me uncomfortable. A lot of them are like cringe humor. Like he'll walk up to a girl and like, just like start flirting with her. And then instead of asking for her phone number, he'll ask for their address, which for some reason is so much more menacing. It has a completely different vibe. Increased crit chance is really, really good right now. Okay. What did I get from doing that, actually? Okay. That was close. Yeah, a particularly brutal one is where he goes to, like, a dog park, and he's wearing a lab coat, and he's like, hey, can I pick up your dog? And all the people, because everybody, one thing I learned is that most people, it confirms my suspicion that most people are like good in terms of values and how they treat people. Because most people like 100, he'll like ask like, hey, can I talk, or can I use your phone? When they're on the phone talking to somebody, he's like, hey, can I use your phone? And they'll be like, I mean, yeah, sure, after I'm done with this call. Like, people are just so nice. But yeah, they're like, yeah, you can pick up my dog, sure. And then he's like, hey, can I put them down? And they're like, I mean, obviously they gave him permission. They're like, I don't know why you would ask, but sure, you can put the dog down. And then still holding the dog, he pulls out a syringe and he's like, hey, can you take the cap off? And they're like, what's that for? And he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna put that on your dog. Obviously, he would never, ever in a million years put down somebody's dog, but it's still quite an intense situation for anybody to be in, where they're like, and after every time he's always like, yeah, sorry, that was just a prank, we're just messing with you, which I know is like a full-on meme at this point, but I feel like I'd rather them end up telling me. If I did get pranked, I'd rather be informed of the fact that it was a prank, because then we're just living in a world where we're surrounded by sociopaths. Yeah, I'm not bold enough to do any of these. Like, literally, all of them made, like, my internal organs, like feel, like, inside out. Like, so a lot of them were just stress. A lot of them were, like, it seems like a challenge. Like, a lot of them are sneaking up behind people and doing stuff to them. They were like, you can knock on the door all you want, but breaking it, that's a different thing. One time he was at, it was either like Lowe's or IKEA, or Lowe's or Home Depot or something like that. And they had this camera that automatically prints, you take a picture and it automatically prints it out for you. And so they would sneak up behind somebody, take a picture of them, and then sneak that picture into their pocket, and then kind of like follow them around with like recording to see like how they react when they open it. And everybody was always like, and it's pretty funny. Like, it's just, that one is just challenging. They'll also, like, they did one where they walked up to people at a restaurant, took a picture of their food, and then ate the picture as it printed off. And they're like, yeah, not for me. They're really clever, and you know, they seem like unintelligent people, but they have a lot of funny pranks that I appreciate. This is gonna hurt. Pretty much just unavoidable. I committed to it. Okay. I'd like to see if I can upgrade any more perks, because I do have a lot of money right now. Watch your step, buddy. This is another one where I have to neutralize like an entire freaking army, literally this time. Let's see. Maybe he'll. No, they instantly just dislike me. So, yeah, you basically just got to go off here. That was pretty smooth. It's pretty smooth. One down. It's hard to hit with these shurikens. Okay. The SMGs definitely scare me. Where are all the people? Okay, we got it. I also got an achievement, creature feature. No. Why me? There are other people you can eat. I wouldn't even say I'm the most appetizing. I'm sure werewolves taste worse than the average person. Okay. My inventory's full. Back off. My guy, like, stabs weird. You see him, like, go just straight forward with it? Okay. I'm just gonna... I haven't really been using nuts. Okay, here's the deal. Find Sellomatic. Sweet. It's hiding in the bushes. Sell a ton of stuff. I know this is less than ideal, but I actually didn't really want to sell that shrink ray. Okay, I just want a bunch of money. Ghost Giver can go. Okay, I think I'm fine keeping most of this stuff. And then, okay. Sweet. And then I'll talk to this guy. I would like this, and then maybe even that for some extra damage. And then I'm going to hit the upgrade station. We did spend a lot of money there, so we might not be able to afford something, but maybe even the information of the potentiality. Nah, nothing good anyways. This time I'm just using it to run away, because the speed... I hate how slow this character is. Alright. 4-1. This does not happen often. I did not make it this far in any of the other videos. So, including the run that started this one off. It's not going bad. What do we got in here? Retrieve item. And then a neutralize, I would assume. I mean, you know, it's very uncommon for me to make it to this part of the level just because, like, this music is, like, new for me, basically. Because even when I do play on Switch, I often don't, like, I won't play with music. Which is why, like, I'm already not worried about it. Because normally, like, when I first started playing this game, I had, like, an older monitor which did not have audio that could, like, it didn't, like, oh, please stop. Audio couldn't, like, straight up play. Hey, officer. Maybe you should just, like, handle this guy. Okay. Yep, I see how it is. I shoot the mob and then I'm instantly running. Okay. Well, at least we're still alive. I would like to... Maybe I can blast this guy from in here. Alright, we can wait for him to come around, probably. Actually, no. We can just go on in. Sir? Remember me? Cool. Even got the level up, so the damage I took didn't matter. And I'm also just gonna take it again. I feel like I was in the middle of an anecdote, but I don't remember what it was. I know I was talking about the vlog creations dude, but long lunge seems like good. My shoulder's all messed up. I've been trying to sit here and record this video for my entire life. Good one. Smooth. I think that's a bad omen for this floor, if I'm being honest with you. Good shot. Game respects game. Dodge it, dodge it. Man, my guns do no damage. Yeah, he's the bad guy, officer. That's the first time like a cop's ever taken my side. Don't take my money. Oh. Jerks. I would like to upgrade stuff again. Well, I guess I haven't gotten anything that could potentially be upgraded. I don't know what I just sold there, but I regret it. Yeah, nothing really worth selling right now. Hey, can you heal me? I think you can. Yeah, thank you. Alright. I'm going to go over here and break this window to get in, probably. Because I think we can just sneak right up behind this guy. We actually have to rescue him. Oh, there's no window, though. Okay. Haven't done the mission yet. Not sure if I'm going to on this floor. This thing shoots so fast. Okay. Chill for a minute. Stretch as my dude goes into a deep well of confusion. Alright. I would love a perk or something that just makes the confusion not happen. That would be delightful. Of course, the one time where I actually... No. Dude, you can open the door. No, oh. He has to. I cannot open the door. That was a mistake, but... Yeah, of course, the one time where I actually have, like, a time limit, a timer of something to do right after this is when the run is actually going to last a decent amount of time. It's exactly my luck. I refuse. If you wish to be the men who died at my hand, gladly. Give me some crits. Everyone's the enemy. Even each other. They hate each other as well. Remember me? You want to turn your boss into mayonnaise? I should at least... I think I need to get this person to leave or something. Just retrieve item. See, that's where you're wrong, because I already threatened you. I also need to eat. My stomach, if you guys can hear that, I apologize. I'm so freaking hungry. Alright. Well, that was obviously my fault. You know, I have somewhere to be anyways. Thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully we'll get the Switch thing worked out eventually, and you'll actually be able to see what a win looks like if you guys don't play this game for yourself. I will talk to you guys in the next one.